What's up, guys? It's His and All Productions coming in for another video. So if you haven't already seen or checked out our first video, it was a trivia quiz answering some questions about sports logos, and we scored a 20 out of 25. See if you can beat that. And also, like I said, check that video out. But we are on a whole new topic, and today we are answering 25 of the most difficult US history questions that we can possibly answer. And keep it noted that neither me nor Cameron are taking AP US history right now.
Mm-mm.
So this will be a true challenge for us. Anyways, let's get started. Hazen All Productions is here.
Let's do it. But I was just about to ask you, what's your history knowledge looking like? Well, we're going to find out today. So, the first question, the shot heard around the world, and again, I apologize for terrible pronunciation or reading, starting the Revolutionary War, was fired at Lexington, Massachusetts by the local militia April 20th when the British arrived to do what? Well, what did they do? To confiscate food and provisions, to build an outpost to station soldiers there, to seize all weapons and ammunition, or to try and capture several leaders of the American Rebellion. Now, again, this is not me or Ben's expertise, so we're going to have to figure this out. Ben, what are you thinking for this question?
Um,
I'm leaning towards 3 and 4, because I think I saw like they were trying to loot the houses that they were at, and to capture leaders of the rebellion makes sense. But
okay,
it's what do we want to go with that?
let's go for it. I don't have a better idea.
Okay. Did it say? How do we know? Oh, submit my answer. Okay, sorry. Sorry guys, this is our first time doing this. That is correct. Nice. All right, we're off to a nice start. Sorry about this. We're trying to figure out the logistics. Next question. So the next question is this battle ended the Revolutionary War, forcing General Cornwallis to surrender because the British army had become trapped on the coast. I know this answer. I think. Or I know it's
The
one of the
Battle
two.
of Yorktown.
I believe the Battle of Saratoga was like a very key battle, but I believe the answer is the Battle of Yorktown, Ben.
Has to be.
Submit my answer. That is correct. 2 for 2. Will it last? Who knows? Next question. Who is famous for saying, "If life is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery, forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but for me, give me liberty or give me death." Now, I believe I know that it's one of the two people here, Ben. I don't think it's Thomas Jefferson. I don't think it's Ben Franklin, and I don't think it's Sam Adams. I think it's
I think
Nathan
it's Henry
Hale.
Kenner.
Okay, so we have a. I was Nathan Hale a spy? I think he was. Am I getting
Never
that
heard of
right?
him.
Never heard of
I
Nathan
think he
Hale.
was actually, yeah.
I'm getting the impression that he's a spy. So we're 50-50. I'm gonna go with you, Ben. We're gonna go Patrick Henry. And that was the right decision. Let's go. 3 for 3. Off to a great start. How many amendments to the oh gosh. How many amendments to the Constitution have there been since its ratification? Ben, do you know this off the top of your head?
27 would be off the top of my head.
I think I was in between 27 and 22. So for some reason, I remember the 22nd Amendment being a thing, but I want to say there's been more. So I'm going to go with 27 as well. But this is kind of a guess. Shot in the dark.
27, I think.
And that is all. Wow, we are on a roll. Call it luck, call it whatever you want. 4 for 4. Next question. The Declaration of Independence was written to what king of which country? Well, I think we
We
know
can
the answer.
eliminate the Francis.
I think it's King George III, from what I remember, what I recall.
Now that I think back, I
I
think
don't
so.
think it was Henry because that's I. Okay, I apologize. My phone is ringing. I believe it would be King George III of England. We're gonna go with that. That is correct. Nice. Question 6. Which of the following is not a right protected by the First Amendment? Freedom of press. That is. Freedom of speech. Yep. Right to peacefully assemble.
It's it's D.
I actually. Do you recall it saying petition the government for a redress of grievances? That sounds right. So I'm gonna go with the far. You think it's the furthest one down, or D or
I
E?
think it's D.
You
What
think?
is
Okay. I
grievances?
I think the right to petition is the First Amendment. I believe it's the last one, Ben. I could be wrong
Okay.
because
Separation of church and state?
it's the freedom of religion, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
the separation of the state.
You can go with that.
I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am. Okay, that's correct.
Okay.
Nah, we're on a roll. 6 for 6 so far. Which is the most
That's why we need that combined knowledge, because I would have gotten that
well,
wrong.
you got the one about the give me liberty or give me death, so.
That's true.
Tag teaming it up. What is the most correct statement below defining the purpose of the Constitution? To give rights to the people, to make sure the federal government is the supreme. I don't think it's that one. To tell the
No.
people, no. I believe it would be the D. To restrain and inhibit the power of the government.
To enumerate the rights that the states can retain for themselves? Ooh, it might be E, though.
You think so?
Because, like, um, to give rights to the people.
I
A
think
is like the
that's
Bill of
pretty
Rights. It's
broad.
not
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it's that one either.
I think I'm leaning towards D. What do you think?
I think my gut was D. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's go. 7 for 7. I'm going to be honest, guys. I did not expect us to start off this hot. We may cool down, but good start. This founding father from Virginia, known as the father of the Bill of Rights, has a university named after him in the state. Well, I believe my cousin went to George Mason. So I'm pretty sure it's George Mason, but I can
Yeah.
take your input.
100% right.
I'm going to submit that answer, and we are off again correct. It says George Mason University, so
We're
it's
just
okay.
throwing the wood in the fire, guys. We're lighting up in flames right now.
Which of the following was not one of the original 13 colonies? Massachusetts was. Georgia definitely was. I think. Yes, Georgia definitely was. I'm gonna go with Maine. What do you think, Ben? I
It's
could.
not Maine. Maine was late.
You think
Maine
it's
was late to the
so you think
party.
the answer is Maine?
Yeah.
I agree. Nice. Let's go. First take, 9 for 9. Next question. What is the purpose of the Second Amendment? Ensure the people have a means of hunting, to provide muskets and ammunition, to ensure citizens always retain the ability of armed resistance, for the purpose of forming the National Guard, for the formation of militias, which are very good. I believe it is C, although I think E is militia is somewhat mentioned in that amendment as well, but I think it's C.
It's not E.
Because isn't the Second Amendment the right to bear arms? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, it's C.
I think it's C as well. All right. Question 11. What is the Bill of Rights? The first 10 amendments, another name for the preamble, the original name for the Articles of Confederation, the rights granted to you by the Constitution, or none of the above. I'm assuming it's A. Then, do you agree?
Yes.
All right. We're going to go ahead and submit that one.
It's definitely true.
It is, question 11 is correct. A.
Okay.
All right. Who is known as the father of the Constitution? Thomas Jefferson, right? Don't think we have to read
That
all
is
the
the
options
hardest of
there.
questions.
Yeah, I don't think we have to read all the options. Oh, it's wrong. It's James Madison. Oh, now you look stupid. Okay. The
You're
answer was
kidding
James
me.
Madison. Madison went on to succeed Thomas Jefferson, becoming the fourth president. Well, I think what we thought, Ben, is we thought who wrote the Constitution, and we assumed that he would be the father, but you learn something new every day. And we learned James Madison is the father of the Constitution.
Jeez.
Learn something new every day. All right, well, we've been told to help secure foreign assistance, this founding father spent much of the Revolutionary War as ambassador to France. Ben, what's the answer?
Okay, hold on. Trying to get to this question right here.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, guys, this is my screen, and Ben has to pull it up a little bit of a different way, so that is why there's a little bit of a delay.
uh,
He is working hard, though.
Go ahead and actually try to answer that one,
I
because for
believe
some
it's
reason
Benjamin
the first
Franklin.
one I can't get.
I believe it's Benjamin Franklin. That is right. Let's go. 12 for 13. We're coming back. Who is the president during World War I? Okay. Well, we can cross out Franklin Roosevelt. We can cross out Harding and McKinley, I'm pretty sure. I want to say it's Woodrow Wilson. Because remember his policies during World War One and all that stuff? What do
I
you
think
think?
so. Although, wasn't Woodrow Wilson the guy that started the Great Depression, too?
That is
No,
not.
no,
That
no.
was FDR.
No,
Well, he didn't start
FDR
it, but
started the Great Depression.
some of Woodrow Wilson's policies could be contributed to it. Yes, you are correct. But I think we're going to go with Woodrow Wilson here.
Hooverville. No, it's Hoover that started the Great Depression. It's Woodrow Wilson.
Oh,
I
you're
think
right,
it
it
is.
is.
I think it's
Well,
Wilson.
we just butchered a bunch of that, but I think the answer is Woodrow Wilson.
Remember, because the Hoover huts, like
Yes,
everyone
you're
knew about
100%
it.
right. Well, look at that. Look at that. Spitting some knowledge. 13 for 14. On to question 15. Who is the current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Oh, no.
I know that one.
What's the answer, Ben?
Off the top of my head, it is Chief Justice John Roberts.
All right. I know Clarence Thomas, and I know he is a justice, but I believe he's not the chief. So I'm going to go with your answer, John Roberts. Very nicely done. 14 for 15. Going into the final stretch of questions here. Ben, who of the following was not a U.S. president? I believe we know the answer. James K.
Willard
Polk.
Filtmore. I have no idea who in the
No,
world that
Ben,
is.
that is, I believe it's Alexander Hamilton.
I've
Because
never heard of a Fillmore as president.
I believe he was president in the early 1900s, late 1800s. We'll search that up after this video, but I'm here to tell you that I think it's Hamilton. Because
I'm pretty sure
Hamilton
Alexander Hamilton was a president.
because Hamilton was really prominent, like the federalizing stuff, but he was never president. I'm very confident in this answer. But I can ride on your ship if you want me to, but I'm pretty sure it's Alexander Hamilton.
Ride your ship.
I'm going to go Alexander Hamilton. If I'm wrong, you can
Are we
laugh at me.
sinking or are we floating?
We are floating. Alexander Hamilton was the correct answer. Correct. So we're at 15 for 16. On to the next one. Who is next in line for the presidency? I know this answer. If the president and vice president are no longer able to serve in office. Ben, do you know the answer? Well, actually, I'm in between. I think it's B or E, and I don't remember which one it's called.
Okay. Little break there. What were you thinking?
Who is next in line for the presidency if the president and vice president are no longer able to serve? Now, I know that in this case, that it would be whatever position Nancy Pelosi is. Do you know what she is? Isn't she the Speaker of the
Speaker of the
House?
House.
I think that's the correct answer. There we go. Nice. 16 for 17. Which founding father did not become president, but did become the first Secretary of the Treasury? Well, Monroe
Is that
definitely.
Alexander Hamilton?
It could be. Let's go through our options. James Monroe was definitely a president. I don't think Aaron Burr, Harrison, or Lee were a founding father, do you?
I think it's Alexander
We're going to
Hamilton.
go Alexander Hamilton. If we're wrong, we're wrong. We are not wrong, though. 17 out of 18. Next question. Which constitutional amendment gave the women the right to vote in 1920? Ben?
17th?
I think it's 19.
Was it 19th? I think it is 19th.
Are we confident in 19? Let's do it. Why not? There we go. Nice.
17th might have been Prohibition.
I believe you are correct. 17th Amendment was Prohibition. Because that was around 19, what, 14-ish, 15-ish, right?
Yep.
17, right before 1920, which makes sense.
Yep.
If anyone knows what the
Exactly.
18th Amendment was, comment down below. Okay, how many verses does the Star Spangled Banner have? Oh, I think this is going to be a missed question for us here. Oh,
How
gosh.
many verses? I can't find this one. Oh,
This is a tricky one.
verses. I don't know what a verse is
Okay,
off the
it's
top
like
of my head.
after the chorus. Like, how many times do they speak after the chorus?
We need someone from the chorus here to help us, but
Well, I know
just
what a
take a
verse
guess.
is, but I don't know. I don't think it's one because I know there's several parts. I'm gonna think it's two or three. I'm thinking two. We're gonna guess, guys. This is one we don't know, so we're just gonna guess. Incorrect, and they've just given me the entire lyrics, and it was four, so I was way off. Well, fun fact of the day: the Star Spangled Banner has four different verses, and
We'll
I can
never
put
forget.
yes. All right, question 21. What is the purpose of a corporation? To provide, now this is more of a business and finance question. Shout out Mr. Salakalu. To provide needed goods and services, to create jobs, to pay taxes, to make a profit. I believe it's all of the above. Businesses, corporations do all of those things. They provide jobs, they try to make a profit, they pay taxes, they provide need. Yeah, it's definitely all of the above. Don't you agree, Ben?
I agree, yeah.
Nice. Oh, it's just to make a profit. Well, I guess what we thought is what does a corporation do? A corporation's purpose is probably just at its core to make a profit. That was a trick question, but
Not sure I love that question, but anyways, we
Incorrect.
are on the most challenging
Incorrect.
quiz.
Well, they tricked me. Not hard to do, but they did trick me. The booklet written by Thomas Paine, which was instrumental in changing public opinion, was named what, Ben?
Um, Off the top of my head, I don't exactly remember. If I could see it,
Common cause, common sense, government is evil, liberty and tyranny, the times that try men's souls.
common sense.
That is correct. Question 23. Who was the first president to be impeached? Okay. I am going to go out on a limb and say it's Andrew Johnson. Or Jackson.
Mm,
Jackson. I believe it's Andrew Jackson. I know he was impeached. I know Bill Clinton and Richard Nixon were impeached, so we can cross out Bill Clinton, right? And I've never heard of William Howard Taft being impeached, even if he was. I don't remember. Um, and Richard Nixon was before Bill Clinton, but Andrew Jackson was in the 1840s. He did a lot. Actually, I'm not even going to go into that. I believe it's Andrew Jackson.
I believe it is too. I was going through the presidency rankings the other day on Wikipedia, and Andrew Jackson was very, very
He
low.
is considered a very poor president. And that is incorrect. Was Andrew Jackson... Ben, can you do a quick Google search? Was Andrew Jackson impeached?
Might have been Andrew Johnson.
Well, obviously, the first one was Andrew Johnson, but was Andrew Jackson impeached? Yes or no?
He was impeached.
Okay, so we just didn't know the dates. That's okay. Not our
Was voted
specialty.
in the Senate by one vote.
Mm,
Wow.
that was a close one. Okay, Ben. When Francis Scott Key, during the War of 1812, wrote the lyrics, he was describing the bombardment of what important installation? Oh, goodness. I feel like this is one we should know. Okay, I don't think it was
Um,
Fort Sumter because that was in the Cold War. Or not Cold War, the Civil War.
I think it's the Capitol building.
I actually agree. We're going to go with the Capitol building. And if we're wrong, that was a tough question. Incorrect. It was Fort McHenry. Well, we're losing, guys. We've moved out fast. But
You learn something new every day.
this
I
is
did not
this
know
is
that.
to tie our score on the sports quiz for a
Oh my
20
goodness.
for a 20 out of 25. Which famous government building was burned down by the British during the War of 1812? Ben,
The White House.
I agree. Whoa, almost clicked on the Capitol building, guys. That would have been a disaster. It was the White House. That will do our quiz at a 80 out of 100. Apparently, 84% of people got that question correct. We were part of that 84%. We're going to review our results. We got a little certificate. All right, guys. I'm going to let Ben conclude that video. That will be our quiz.
So another 20 out of 25, Cameron?
That was a 80 out of 100, so 20 out of 25. That's correct.
Okay. 20 out of 25 on both of our quizzes tonight. If you haven't already seen our first quiz, it was on sports logos. Go back and take a look at that one. But that is the end. And His and All Productions will soon be very excited to be coming back and live streaming with the NFHS cameras. Very high technology cameras.
Definitely.
The green level sports athletic season. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for watching.